Good afternoon and welcome back into day 3 heats for the women this afternoon. Just 4 events on the program this afternoon, and starting with the 200 metre freestyle. Erica Fairweather will be in the last of the heats in lane 4 as the fastest on paper, and she will be looking to potentially collect another 18-year-old New Zealand age group record perhaps this morning, the one she got last night in the 400 metres freestyle. Eve Thomas is back in the pool, of course, after 2 qualifications for Worlds, and also Laura Littlejohn, Emma Goodwin and Caitlin Deans will be right in the mix as well, the women's 200 metres freestyle. Then move to the Turnham Free Para Multi-class, where Erin Knox and Siobhan Terry will be in action in an all S10 race there. The 100 metres butterfly will follow with Hazel Auerhand versus Helena Gasson, both sub-60s in the 100 metres butterfly in separate heats this morning, but will come together all going well for the final this evening. And Milan Glintmeyer, the 13-year-old who collected the 50 butterfly New Zealand age group record on Monday, is back this time for the 100. The 50 butterfly para multi-class will finish this morning's women's heats, and it is the first performance by Dame Sophie Pascoe in this competition, and Nikita Howarth will be swimming alongside her, the bronze medalist from the Rio Paralympics. So a great afternoon, or half an hour we should say, of women's heats. We hope you enjoy them here at the Apollo Project's New Zealand Swimming Championships.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
Please put your hands together and welcome to pool deck the technical officials for this afternoon's female heats. Introducing the referee for the women's heats, Ron Clark from Canterbury. The starter for the women's heats is Ross Gillespie from Northland. Thank you, officials. Please be seated.
I became an IoT because I just wanted to help out the swimming community, give back, because they've always been amazing when I'm swimming.
So the reason why I became a technical official is because it's much more fun than sitting in the stand. You're right in the middle of it, you get to see all the racing, you get to talk to people and be involved in the event. It's just a great place to be.
I enjoy being a technical official because firstly, it's an easy way for me to be able to give back to the sport that's given me so much. Like, I've been able to go overseas with my own swimming, so it's a good way for me to be able to give back, and it's fun. I get to make new friends amongst the other technical officials, and I feel like it's also helping my own swimming because I understand the rules of the sport on a deeper level.
Why? Because you get to meet so many cool people. You get to be close to the racing, and the technical officials are a happy family. They're good. They teach you, or you learn something new every day, and I have. Over the last 20 years, I suppose, I've had some great support from other officials, and it's just fun. It's so fun, and seeing the swimming close up, that's really exciting. So please come, we want you.
Live from the National Aquatic Centre in Auckland, the Apollo Project's New Zealand Swimming Championships, a short and sharp session of women's heats this afternoon, starting with event 15, the women's 200 metre freestyle. There are 3 heats, and beside the blocks is heat number 1. Lane 1 from Hamilton Aquatics, Chloe Peters. Lane 2 from Viking Swim Club, Brooke Bennett. Lane 3 from Aquablades, Bella Wansborough. Lane 4 from Coast, Eve Thomas. Lane 5 from Neptune, Ruby Heath. Lane 6 from United, Eva Allen. And lane 7 from Aquablades, Lucy North. Eve Thomas taking them through the 100 underneath the minute, 59.53, a body length clear of the rest of the field. Ruby Heath on her outside in lane 5, Bella Wansborough on the inside lane 3. "22 swimmers all up in this event number 15, 200 metre freestyle. Eve Thomas coming through to finish heat number 1, well out clear. She'll come in just over 2 minutes. 2:03.05 wins it for heat 1. Second to the wall, Bella Wansborough in lane 3. She had a good second 100. Ruby Heath comes in for third in the heat. And there's the official result for the 7 women in that heat number 1. We move now to heat 2. Away we go, and in the middle lanes we have Laura Littlejohn in 4, Emma Godwin in 5. In lane 1 we've got Olivia Sweetman from Howick Pakuranga, 2 from St Peter's Milana Tapper, 3 is Evolution Aquatics Kira Allett, 6 is Mount Maunganui Molly Shibnan, and lane 7 TBSS Tess Winneray. 2 quality swimmers in the middle of the field. 4 and 5, they go through almost together. Godwin had a 0.1 of a second margin over Littlejohn. But Laura Littlejohn just creeping back up now, breathing off to the left. Coming through to the halfway mark. We saw Eve Thomas go through in 59 point. And both at low 59, so they've gone through pretty quickly. Laura Littlejohn holding under 31 seconds for the 50. I remember seeing Eve Thomas cruise about a 31.9 on the third 50 in the previous heat. So we'll see how these swimmers are going, but probably pushing each other along here in the middle lanes. Kira Allett started to make some ground back after that pretty disappointing dive at the beginning. She was well behind, but she's made a bit of that back now. Into the final turn, a 31.41, looking for a 2:02, I would say, here for heat number 2, but let's have a look. And Laura Littlejohn just building throughout the second 100, looking strong. (2:02.60), the fastest qualifier so far in these heats. Emma Godwin in 2:03, Kara Ellett 2:06.18, and fourth to the wall Milana Tapper, who did a good final 50. And beside the blocks, the final heat, heat number 3 of the women's 200 metres freestyle. Heat 3 now, Amelia Fona in lane 1 from Dargaville Swim Club, 2 Gabrielle Doyle from North Shore, 3 from North Shore Summer Osborne, 4 from Neptune Erica Fairweather, 5 from Neptune Caitlin Dean, 6 from Evolution Aquatics Talita McEwen, 7 from Howick Pakaranga Danielle Asiata, and lane 8 from Coast Swimming Club Lena Hamlin-O. Now Erica Fairweather sitting the fastest seed, best time of 1:57.26. The FINA A time is 1:58.66, New Zealand record held by Lauren Boyle at 1:56.82. And the Maddie Nostrom qualifying mark for those born 2002 or greater, I think it is, or maybe it's open, is 2 minutes 2:81. The 18-year-old New Zealand age group record held by Chelsea Edwards at 2 minutes and 2 minutes 05. So we've got a through in 58.92, the fastest of the hundreds through so far. Erica Fairweather, Summer Osborne is there, Caitlin Dean's there under the minute as well, also looking strong. A 30.69. We could see a sub 2 minutes here by Erica Fairweather. She's going to have to pull out a 30.30 low. And just starting to increase that lead now over Caitlin Deans in 5. Summer Osborne trying to hold on, looking across to the other side of the pool. Erica Fairweather will finish and lead first place into the final. 1:59.77, a new New Zealand 18-year-old age group record for our Olympian Erica Fairweather. A great hit out this morning in the heats. Second to the wall was Caitlin Deans, third Summer Osborne. And it's going to make for a good final, all of the women around those low 2 minutes. And just having a look at the results of heat number 3. Close amongst second and third, Deans and Osborne. Talita McEwen touch fourth. Moving now to event number 111, the women's 200 metre freestyle para multi-class. In lane 4 from Swim Zone Racing, Erin Knox. Lane 5 from Te Arawa Swimming, Siobhan Terry, both in disability class S10. New Zealand record 16 and under is held by Gabby Smith in this category. And the New Zealand record held by Sophie Pascoe. Coming into the halfway mark here, Erin Knox, the 14-year-old. She turns her best time of 2:35.66. Swimming with Frank Terrell in Wellington, and with the Nainai pool shut, they've been doing a lot of their training at Huia and Stokes Valley, which they're really, speaking to Frank last year about just the challenges with lane space down there in Wellington, certainly in Lower Hutt and Upper Hutt. Very challenging, so they're really hoping that that Nainai pool gets rebuilt and rebought quickly, and hoping they're back in a position to take the club back there permanently with some good long course space. Nainai pool in Lower Hutt closed for earthquake risk. And this is Erin Knox from Swim Zone Racing. In lane 5, it is Siobhan Terry from Te Arawa, coached by Henk Grouping. And Henk, coaching a number of para-athletes, does a great job down there in Rotorua. And Erin Knox is a national age program member, and she made her debut, she's making her debut at this event, and huge potential as a para swimmer. So she's done well in her first championship here. She comes through, look at a time of 2:35.66. She's a little bit over that, but then she touches for the heat. And Siobhan Terry coaches regularly with her club, including a group of special school pupils alongside her coach. And then she comes to finish as well. Well done to Siobhan Terry. And there's the official result of the heat for the multi-class. We'll be back after this short break with event 16, the women's 100 metres butterfly. Welcome back midway through this pretty short and sharp women's heat session on day 3 of the Apollo Project's New Zealand Swimming Championships. Next up, event 16, the women's 100 metres butterfly, 3 heats, and alongside the blocks is heat number 1. In lane 1 from Neptune, Nicole Lockie. 2 from Howick Pakaranga, Skylar McDonald. 3 from TBSS, Liv Peebles. 4 from Coast, Amy Crosby. 5 from Neptune, Esme Patterson. 6 from Pirates, Molly Player. 7 from St Peters, Sarah Wilson. Lane 8 from TBSS, Isla Marsh. Heat 1 here, we have Esme Patterson alongside Amy Crosby, 5 and 4, battling it away to win heat number 1. And Amy Crosby gets there, just over 1:02. Just 1/100th of a second separating first and second. Third to the wall was Liv Peebles. And next up is heat number 2 of the women's 100 metres butterfly. Lane 1, Isabel Campion from United. 2, Georgia Wills from Pirates. 3, Milan Glintmeyer from Icebreaker. 4, Hazel Auerhand from Phoenix. 5, Ruby Matthews from North Shore. 6, Alexandra Campion from United. 7 is Vikings Hope Shamil, and 8, Hannah Piper from United. And looking out for Milan Glintmeyer, the 13-year-old in lane 3, perhaps an outside chance of an age group record here. Let's see how she goes. Hazel Auerhand comfortably taking out heat number 2. Matthews and then Glintmeyer coming through for second and third. The result for heat 2 there. Really good swim for the 13-year-old Milan Glintmeyer. She did under her entry time. Next up is heat 3 of the women's 100 metres butterfly. Heat 3, lane 1, Charlie 2's from Waitakere. 2 is Nev Tassika from Pirates. 3, Amelia Bray from TBSS. 4, Helena Gasson from Coast. 5, Grace Bake from United. 6, Jenna Ralston Larking from Capital. 7, Kate Wheeler from Pukekohe. 8, Sophie Irving from NTT Wellington. And through we go. The qualifying time for Worlds, Fina A, 58.33. Helena Gasson, who is in lane 4, owns the New Zealand record at 58.51. And she's going out hard this morning to see what she can do. Helena Gasson hoping for another qualification mark perhaps this morning. She always swims well in the morning, but she's come back really well at nights at the moment. Helena Gasson in the final 10 metres. Dives into the wall just under the minute, 59.71. Locks herself into lane 4 for the final. Second to the wall was Amelia Bray. Third, Grace Bake. So it's going to be a battle tonight in the final, especially for the medals. So the only swimmer to go under the minute this morning, second qualifier, third qualifier sitting at 1:02. And we'll be back after this break with the 50-metre butterfly for women para multi-class. Welcome back. The final event of this morning's this afternoon's women's heats program. It is event number 112, the 50-metre butterfly para multi-class. Away we go in lane 4, Dame Sophie Pascoe from QE2. Lane 5, Nikita Howarth from Hamilton Aquatics. Sophie Pascoe, the New Zealand record holder for her class, as is Nikita Howarth in lane 5 for her class here. 7 to unbelievable para swimmers here you're witnessing, and Sophie Pascoe first swim after the Paralympics last year. On the national stage, she comes through. Let's have a look at her time. She looks solid indeed, 30.08. And in comes Nikita Howarth. Her best time was 36. Just over that. Good heat swims there by our para women. And that concludes the women's heats for this afternoon. And if I can now ask you to put your hands together to thank our technical officials as they leave the pool deck. So Dame Sophie Pascoe now being coached by Brett Naylor, the former Swimming New Zealand head coach. So a bit of a change there, and good to see her continuing on with her career. Well, that's a wrap for the women's heats this morning. Short and sharp, 18 minutes of racing. We started off with the 200-metre freestyle. No surprises there. Erica Fairweather sitting into lane 4 for tonight's final. She'll have Eve Thomas out there in lane 5 and chased on by Caitlin Deans. Laura Littlejohn there as well. We then had the 200 freestyle para multi-class. We'll see Erin Knox and Siobhan Terry again moving into the final. And then the women's 100-metre butterfly, which will be lane 4 for Helena Gasson. Underneath the minute this morning. She'll need to go a little bit quicker tonight if she'd like to get that FINA A or one of those qualifying marks. But she's in the best company with a whole lot of fantastic, talented butterflies alongside her. Hazel Hourhand is there, Amy Crosby. So it'll be a good final on that one. And as we've just seen, it'll be the final of the women's 50-metre butterfly para multi-class with two legends, Nikita Howarth and Dame Sophie Pascoe. So join in with us, tune in later for the men's finals starting at 25 minutes past 4 and the women's finals at 25 minutes past 7 this evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Scott Rice, signing off until a little bit later this afternoon.